Good morning and welcome to another video on my channel. Today we're going to talk transfers. Yesterday we signed Nick Pope from Burnley for a fee believed around £10 million on a 4-year contract. Not a bad signing. At first I wasn't overly convinced by it, but you know I've grew into it now. He is a very good shot stopper, and I've heard some positive feedback from Burnley fans who are, sad to see him go, but they haven't been better towards him, which is lovely. And good of them, and fair play to the Burnley fans for that as well. Yes, his footwork might be a bit suspect, but I'm sure in pre-season, the goalkeeping coach and Eddie Howe's coaches will get into that and will get his footwork right. Although Burnley fans have told me, and I've spoke to a couple of them, they've actually said they don't really know his footwork really well because he's always been coached to kick the ball long. So, so we just have to wait and see. But I'm sure he can improve with things like that. And he's an England international as well, let's not forget. So for £10 million, it's an absolute steal. And it's good competition for Martin Dubravka as well. So, right, next we go on to Hugo Ekitike. Now, this is a bit of a transfer conundrum, this one, because we wanted him in January. Last day of January, we agreed a fee with Reims, and the player didn't want to move. Fair enough. Maybe one, the position we were in, and two, he wanted to stay loyal for the rest of the season to Reims, which in some ways it was a blessing in disguise because he got an injury, so he was out for about 3 months anyway. So it was probably just as well he did stay in France back in January. But now we are chasing him and we are trying to get him on board. Now, yesterday there was a report from 90minutes.com to say that we've pulled out the deal. Now, the clubs say they're still in talks. Now, personally, I would move on from this one. It sounds like it's not the player. It sounds like it's the actual agent who's causing all these problems. So if the agent's causing these problems, either the player's got to kick him out and say, right, sorry, you need to go because you're not looking after my interests. You're only looking after your own interests. Or it's the player who doesn't want to come. But I understand the players actually agreed terms. So... Sorry, excuse me. So the players agreed terms. As far as we know, personal terms have all been agreed and the fees been agreed with Reims. It seems to be the agent who's doing all the stalling. Now, Real Madrid have distanced ourselves, saying we are not interested in Ekitike one bit. We've heard nothing more from any of the German clubs. Dortmund have signed players now, so they're not going to sign Ekitike. And they're saying PSG might be in for him. No disrespect, if he goes to PSG, he's only going to sit on the bench because he ain't going to really get past Mbappe unless Mbappe is injured. So that sort of leaves it like, what's wrong with Newcastle? Come on board, come to the project. If you want to develop into a good player, if you want to develop even further in your career, this will be the place to develop. Eddie Howe is the man and his coaches. And he will get that player to where that player wants to be. And even better. So we just wait and see on this one whether it comes off or not. If it doesn't come off, fair enough, we move on. If we do pull out the deal, and it is down to the agent, I hope Ekiteke's kicking up a fuss with the agent and saying, right, the club's pulled out now. You've cost me a move. Also, not just Ekitike, it'll be also Reims as well. Their owner or president or chairman, however they do it in France, he might actually turn around and say, well, come on, what is actually going on here? I'm waiting for this money coming in and I want to move on with transfer plans for the summer, but I can't because we don't know if this player's staying or going. And, they might want the money so they can rebuild as well. So there's a lot of people affected in this deal as well. So not just ourselves, obviously, but also Reims are as well, because obviously they've agreed a fee and they probably need money as well. So yeah, we'll watch that one. We'll watch that one with interest anyway. So yeah, let's see where that one goes. If we don't go for him, I've seen a couple of rumours that we could go for either Armando Broja, who was on loan at Southampton last year, or Amin Giori, however you pronounce his surname. I'm not sure. If I've done that wrong, please correct me, or, you know. Personally, out the two, I would prefer Amin Giori. He's an outstanding player. He's young as well. And he's also tipped to become the next French number 9. So, Amin Giori, if we can go and get him for, say, 30 million, which I believe is what the fee is anyway, let's go and get him. You know, great, good player. Will get better and better. So yeah, so if we're not going to get Ekitike, go and get Amin Giori. Definitely. I would take him in a heartbeat. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Next one I want to talk about is Sven Botman. Now, we keep getting these reports from Milan and from Italy. Right, Milan have pulled out. AC Milan have pulled out. The door's open for Newcastle United to go and get him. Great. Then Jose Font goes on TalkSport, which I've not seen, not heard myself. And he goes on then and says, the path's clear. He's on his way to Newcastle United from Lille because AC Milan on in the equation. So who do we believe? Well, if a player from a club and his captain's coming on and saying he's come to Newcastle, then you look at that and think, right, okay, then that's a statement of intent. But you got to take all these things with a pinch of salt. It's no good like getting your hopes up and saying, oh yeah, that's it. We've got Botman. He's through the door. He isn't through the door. He's not through the door until he signs on that dotted line and he's wearing the Newcastle shirt. So we wait with interest on that one. But the problem with the Botman thing is it's the Italian journalists who keep stirring the stuff up while AC Milan pull out. Oh, but it's still Botman's number 1 choice. Well, I'm sorry. I think that's just the Italian journalists just trying to say to Newcastle, they just keep winding us up. The thing is, and a lot of our fans are taking it as well, the bait. Don't take the bait. Just ignore these journals in Italy, you know, because they're going into meltdown. Milan's going into meltdown because not only are we wanting Botman, but PSG want Renato Sanchez, who AC Milan thought they were buying. But because of this takeover saga they've got going on, they haven't got the money. They can't compete financially. Yes, we're finding it hard to attract players because we ain't got European football, and that is the downside of it. That is why we can't get these big players in, because we have not got European football to offer them. We have to sell this project to the players. I know people are saying, oh, we're the richest club in the world. We only spend 10 million on this one, 10, 15 million on that one. Yeah. Rome wasn't built in a day. How long did Man City take? What did Man City do? They bought the likes of Rocky Santa Cruz, Gareth Barry. Players like that, Wayne Bridge, came into the club. You know, not world-class players, but steady Premier League players to get you to that next level. If we're doing that way and we're bringing a few players in, just a few players this season might get to that next step. We might end up. Remember, we were only 7 points short of 7th place at the end of last season. So to think that's how far off we were from Europa Conference League, you know, we've done well. We've done really well. So give the owners a chance. Plus, we've got FFP to think about as well in this. That plays an important part. So please remember that we've got FFP to go around as well. We can't just go and splash loads of money, because then you're going to end up in trouble. So you don't want to end up in trouble. We are going to have to break this wage structure eventually. So please be patient with these owners. They are doing their best. Don't troll them. I'm not saying troll them as such. Sorry, that's a strong word. But, you know, it's a bit cringy when you go on Twitter and that and people are tagging the owners and stuff and saying, you know, why is this not done? Why is that not done? As Mia Dad said, patience is a virtue. If it means we wait till the end of next week to get Sven Botman in, we wait till the end of next week. Because as far as I know, I think he's on holiday, I think. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm reading. So even if Sven Botman come in next week, you know, if he comes through that door, that is a statement signing. That is a sign of intent. Lastly, Dominic Sker from the Shields Together set is saying apparently Newcastle's priority is an attacking right winger. If that's the case, I would say let's go out and get Moussa Diaby in. If he's available for £51 million, that's a no-brainer. Go and snatch him. He might not want to move, but Leverkusen might say, do you know what? We can't turn that sort of money down. And they might say to the player, go and speak to Newcastle. And they'll come here and hopefully we'll sell them the project. Exactly what we've got going here. And if we get him in, what a signing that would be, because I would love Moussa Diaby in this club without a shadow of a doubt. But all I'm saying is we've got a long way to go yet in this transfer window. So let's just relax. Don't get too stressed over things. Don't take a lot of things to heart. If journalists say this, say that, just say, okay, fair enough. Until the club officially announce it and the player's wearing a black and white shirt, then just chill out and relax. I thank you for watching if you've come on. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe and like my videos, and leave any comments below as well. And if you're a Twitter follower, that's my Twitter handle there. Come on there and follow me there as well. I try and get as many videos as I can done. But I'm not one here to sit here and say, this player's coming in, that player's coming in. I take it the same as some of the fans do. Wait until it's officially announced. Because there's one thing worse, if you go out there and say, oh, this player's definitely coming in, that player doesn't turn up, then people say, well, you're a fool, aren't you? So keep it real, you know. We're not going to get the likes of your Neymars and all this coming into the club. But as I say, enjoy the transfer window. Can't wait for the new season to start. See what players we've got in by the time we play Nottingham Forest at home. And then let's see where we are. Because the problem at the start of this window has been we've had these stupid internationals straight after a season. And then after the internationals are finished, the players then go on their holidays. So it's quite difficult to get deals done. Hopefully, the start of next week, players start coming back off the holidays and you can start doing deals properly. So let's see where this leads. But have a good day out there, all my fellow Newcastle fans. And remember, stay calm, stay relaxed. Away the lads. And thank you and goodbye.